Hi guys! Fujifilm X100VI is definitely a great camera and it's a very popular one, but as you know it has a fixed focal length of about 35mm in full frame equivalent. And right now we'll be having a look at 3 different accessories that you can use with Fujifilm X100VI and X100VI to go beyond those limits. The first one is a combined wide-angle lens 0.75x and a macro lens, kind of a 2-in-1. Then we have a 1.5x telephoto lens, and finally the CPL+Glow mist filter combined with a stylish lens hood. But first guys, we need to understand how to properly mount those accessories. So first of all, we need to detach this little threaded part, kind of a semi-filter mechanism on the Fuji camera itself. So you simply unscrew it like so. And as you can tell, it simply goes off completely. So after this, we can thread on our accessories, let it be the lens hood solution or the lens solution. So you simply put this on and you start threading that on like this. It's that easy, that simple. So now let's have a closer look at this little lens hood, and it is combined with a circular polarizing filter and a 1/4 of a glow mist filter. So as you can tell, you simply thread that on, and keep in mind guys that this portion of the lens hood is rotatable. As you can tell, it can be rotated in either direction to make it a level up like this, because we have a threaded connection. It can be slightly variable from camera to camera, so that is why we have this little rotation ring. Our engineers included a special silicone ring to the construction, you can see it right here. This ring creates tension and holds the lens hood in the correct position. And to adjust the levels of polarization, to get rid of different reflections or to enhance the color of the sky, you simply adjust this little lever. And it's that simple. You don't have to touch anything, you don't have to rotate the front element, just this little lever and the work is done. And of course guys, because it's a lens hood, we have less reflections and different light leaks from sources of light that are outside of the frame, kind of at an angle. And as I said, the CPL filter or circular polarizing filter is combined with a 1/4 of a glow mist filter, which adds up a little halo or diffusion towards the highlights. It makes the skin look a little softer and overall does add those filmic characteristics, and it really plays well with Fujifilm stock film emulations. The next one on our list is a pretty cool combination of actually 2 lenses combined into one. So here you can see the 0.75x wide-angle lens and also a macro lens beneath it. So the wide-angle lens will give you an approximate 26mm focal length in full frame equivalent, of course, which is a lot wider than 35mm stock configuration of the Fuji camera. Also guys, keep in mind that Fuji has a built-in camera correction for external lenses, for the wide-angle and for the telephoto lenses as well, because Fuji do produce their own telephoto and wide-angle conversion lenses, but they're much more expensive, multiple times more expensive than our Freewell accessories. And here are some sample shots before and after the correction with a wide-angle lens. And pay attention guys that our lenses still retain great image quality, sharpness and detail levels, and contrast as well. And then guys, you can simply unscrew the front part, the wide-angle part of this lens, and underneath you'll see the macro lens itself. It kind of sticks out like a fisheye lens probably, but with this you can get extremely close, like 2x magnification macro ratio. Don't get me wrong guys, the Fujifilm X100VI has pretty decent minimal focus and distance with the stock lens, but when you add up this macro lens, you get an entirely new world of microscopic things. And both lenses, the wide-angle lens and the telephoto lens, they accept 62mm regular filters, so you can use any of existing filters like the CPL, the VND, the mist filters, whatever you want to. The next on our list is of course the 1.5x telephoto lens, which is made out of metal and it sticks out a little bit more, but still it's pretty compact and lightweight. Did you hear that? Build quality guys, build quality. So this 1.5x telephoto lens will give you an approximate 52.5mm in full frame equivalent, which is a very handy focal length for street photography if you don't want a lot of attention from strangers, etc. But also it's great for portrait shots. And in camera you can apply the same distortion correction, because when you apply a telephoto lens you'll get a slight barrel distortion, and it can be easily fixed in camera with this setting. Also this lens gives you a very nice background blur and separation. The bokeh is also beautiful and the image quality is way better than digital zoom-in or cropping in. But you can combine this telephoto optical lens with the digital zoom of the Fuji camera and get even closer shots. Here are all 3 focal lengths that you get standing in one exact spot. Here is the 0.75x wide-angle lens, regular focal length with no lenses attached, and the 1.5x telephoto lens. Quite amazing diversity, right? Also, each lens comes in this very nice soft pouch, and here is the bokeh you get with all three variations, and in my opinion, all three look great. And guys, I want to stress this out one more time, that all three of those accessories can be used with Fujifilm X100V and X100VI. So you purchase them once and you can use it with both systems. If you want to upgrade, no problem. And as a bonus, guys, you can purchase all three accessories as a bundle on our website freewellgear.com with a great discount. To conclude, guys, if you own the Fujifilm X100V or X100 Mark VI, I think this kit of three different accessories is a must-have. You get three versatile focal length, including macro capabilities, in a compact and stylish package. Unleash the creativity of your Fujifilm camera with our amazing Freewell accessories.